Welcome back. During the week, the Court of Appeal in Abuja affirmed the election of Monday Okpebholo as Edo State Governor. A three-member panel of the court led by Mohammed Danjuma unanimously ruled in Mr. Okpebholo's favor, affirming the decision of the lower Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, which earlier validated the governor's victory in the 21st September 2024 election. The Court of Appeal dismissed the appeal by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its governorship candidates in the disputed poll as Okpebholo. Allegations of overvoting, malpractices, and non-compliance with the Electoral Act were at the heart of Mr. Okpebholo's case against the outcome of the disputed election. These allegations were not proved with cogent evidence at the tribunal, the Court of Appeal said, adding that the appellants merely relied on their witnesses' presumptions, and of course, it is as it is, and we are ready to go down deep into it. I still have Olayinka Daniels right here with me, a lawyer who might just be taking the first question with me. I have Ibrahim Garba still standing by. Now, Mr. Olayinka Daniels, quickly, what does the court of the appeal court's ruling affirming Okpebholo's election signify for the integrity of Nigeria's judicial and electoral systems right now?
It's just making the rule of law very stronger. Because if you remember, I think it was on this platform that we spoke about the decision from the tribunal, and it was glaring. And I said it from there that, okay, we said, yes, he has the windows of going to Court of Appeal. And I remember saying that going to Court of Appeal is not going to get anything different from what the tribunal has given as a judgment. Because the court, it is not a Father Christmas. Okay. It is what you ask for, you will be given. Now, if you have gone to court to say that there's an allegation, okay, there's election malpractice, there's overvoting and all that, and you do not have evidence to show same in court. So what do you want the court to do for you? To help you look for evidence? So, well, the windows of Supreme Court is still open also. They will go there and they will still come back. The same thing will happen. They can't get any decision different from what Tribunal and Court of Appeal has given so far in this matter. Because they have not done a good job. They don't have evidence before the court. The court cannot provide evidence for them. And the party, the respondent cannot provide evidence for them. Okay. If your witness, a star witness has nothing direct to do with the election. If your witnesses are agents from world and local government, and there's no unit agent to, as a witness. So what do you want to prove to court if you don't have evidence? Court is not for that Christmas. And I don't say anything different from the from judgment from Supreme Court, even as they go to Supreme Court. That is my take on this. All
right, so Ibrahim Garba, quickly, now on a wider political context, how might this decision affect the PDP's strength and strategy in the South-South region?
You see, the PDP shot themselves in the foot right from the beginning, right? Because they had the opportunity, building consensus across board, but they frittered it away. And now coming to the election, we know what happened after that. Within 100 days, when Okpebholo was sworn in as a governor, he hit the ground running. And the people of the state are beginning to see the impact, especially in areas of insecurity and all that. Okpebholo has been doing well. And he has improved the fortunes of the state in terms of finances. So all this put into place, did you hear or see any moment when there is uprising or people came out to demonstrate against his government? So these are little signs to show you that, yes, he has been accepted by the public, and the people, the people there in Edo State are beginning to feel the impact of his governance. So I need time to settle down. And at this point in time, all I like advising, opponents in the democracy in any government is, look, they should close ranks and think of what they should do to move the state forward. Then when it's time for election, you can still come again and look for areas, or rather seek for the people's mandate. But as it stands now, like Olayinka mentioned, I don't think they can achieve anything if they take this case to the Supreme Court. Maybe they want to remain relevant. As you can see, even at the national level, the PDP, do they have a secretariat now? The PDP, they are closing around, but they are speaking from different mouths. They are not organized. They are so disorganized. So going to court, seeking redress, I think is for me, well, it's their right, but for me, I don't think there's anything that will come out of it.
All right. Now, Mr. Olayinka Daniels, quickly, now, from your assessment and following up on the process so far, can the governor realistically build a unified government after such a politically charged election and legal battle?
Yeah, I'm sure we can see so far. I think he's been doing that. He's really been doing that. And I mean, that is why he's been able to win the trust of his people. And if you can see, there's calm in Edo and everything is going fine. I think he should be able to do that. And already he's been advised to start putting all that in place. And that is what we tell, opponents, when you don't win election, the best thing is just let it go. Let us form a unity government. Let us work for the benefit of the state as against your own personal gain. Because if you do that, because now 2 years, a year into this is almost gone. Now, so when you want to start governance, before you know it, we are talking about election year, and another 2 years they are struggling with elections. I think it is better for us in this part of the world to just accept defeat sometime when it's so glaring, so that we can have good governance and move the state forward. Okay, that's what I would say here.
Okay, Olayinka, now before I move on to Ibrahim Garba, you made a statement now that from the look of things, calm has returned and you hopefully believe that Okpebholo is doing well, but the conversation about a one-party system can never go away. Now, the victory of the APC in the Edo State election yet again brings up that conversation that we might be tilting towards a one-party system. Do you also share that same sentiment with what is going on recently with all the conversations spiraling out of control currently?
I do not share that. And that is why we need a very strong opposition. Now, if you have strong opposition and the current administration is not doing well, if you are a strong opposition and you have a superior argument to the populace, to the electorate, to the people, I am sure by the next election, you should be able to, make something out of it. And you can say, okay, maybe because people are moving towards a particular, party. Because if you are delivering and they are seeing good governance and they see what you are doing that it's making sense, of course, people will move towards you. And I think we shouldn't conclude yet, and people should not think, oh, it's a one-party system. I do not agree with that. It's a democracy here, and we all have rooms to put our legs into the water and see how deep it is, and whoever wins. But what is important is to the people. The people are not stupid. The people are not foolish. Right. I'm sure they can detect and they can know, okay, this is good for us. Then we can go into that.
All right, Ibrahim Garba, I also want to hear your view concerning this. The one-party system conversation, comes to fore again. What is your stand on it generally, and how do you assess the whole process with the way things have been going with our political strata?
No, it may not be healthy in the long run, but as it stands now, the opposition political parties are in disarray. It's not as if one-party system. It's the man at the center. Is he delivering dividends of democracy? Is it fair to the people? Are the policies working? Are we seeing a new vision? Are we seeing a new Nigeria that is loading? Yes, the answer is yes, 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 yes. So at the same time, you can see all those in the opposition, they are finding it difficult to remain there. They want to align with somebody who has given us a path to follow. So it's not about one-party system. It's about the man at the center. Is he living up to expectations? So if we have that kind of person in place, it's not about political party. It's about delivery. It's about good governance. So these are the things we want to see in this country today, Mark. So I think President Tinubu is changing the narratives, bringing a new lifestyle to Nigerians to embrace what is good, and let us have a dream. Let us have a path to follow. Let us think as one Nigeria. I think that's the way he's taking us to. And that's why you see Nigerians from across board, they are aligning with this vision.
All right, thank you. Olayinka Daniels, quickly, we have less than 1 minute. Now, I want to ask this question. Why is it difficult for oppositions to always work with the current governor to actually promote, the progress of a state whenever they lose out, probably in court, just as we're seeing now in Edo State? They want to keep going on and fighting this case when they should actually join hands together and make the state a better place. Why is there always that bitterness, not allowing them to work together to actually promote the state to a level of greatness?
Yeah, for an average politician, it's about interest, personal interest.
All right.
Well, the question I always had: do they really have the care of the people, at heart? Are they really going there to serve the people? Because if you're going there to serve the state, if you're going there to serve the people, I don't think that should be your major concern of your personal gain. To say I must, it must be me, myself, and I. And that is what we get from most of our politicians. And it is sad. If you always have that, we're not going to get them working together with any current, administration that wins any election, governor or whatsoever they are. So those are the challenges with our politicians, until when our people are ready to serve the people and they know that this is for the people. If you lose an election, embrace victory. Call the other party, celebrate them, and let's work together as a team to make a good governance in the state and in the country. That is my submission on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Olanke Daniels, for your time on the show this evening. We appreciate your presence. And of course, Ibrahim Garba, communications consultant, thank you so much for your time as well. We appreciate you for always
thank you for having us.
Coming around. Thank you so much. All right. And that's our show for today. Remember, you can follow the conversation on our social media platforms at TVC News NG or on our website at tvcnews.tv. I am Mark Otabo. Until next week, goodbye.